Boy, oh boy, let's check. We got here yellow belly cichlid, Easter mosquito fish, warmouth, jewel cichlid, peacock cichlid, inland silverside, Mexican mojarra, spotted tilapia, and we got that Florida largemouth bass, Micropterus floridanus, yesterday, right? I actually counted lateral line scales for that fish, 71 in total. Now, like I told you guys in the previous video on the YouTube channel, now that fishbase.org recognizes the Florida largemouth bass as a separate entity, a different species, right? We do as well, since I follow fishbase.org as a template. That being said, 2 days of fishing down here in Florida and only 9 different species of fish. I mean, come on, right? Even if it is freshwater, that is still very lacking. So for my last day of freshwater fishing down here, I decided to pick a different spot, not the G15 canal. Now I got good news and I got bad news for you all, okay? Bad news, all right, is that now there are a lot of private areas to this fishing spot. I mean, the sun is on the way. I don't know if you folks can see or not. There's a sign right here, a sign right there. On that side, we got a sign right there and a sign right there. And I love how they put it over there. Not just, you know, no fishing and no trespassing. It says on the sign, positively no fishing, as you folks can see per the photo over here, right? And here at the back they added a structure, and guess what? No fishing from structure, no trespass. Yeah, I mean, come on, man, where else you want me to fish around here? You know, 50% of my fishing spot, pow, just got cut like that. And like I said, I love how they say, you know, not just no fishing, positively no fishing, okay? Bro, if you've been here for a while, you know that spot right there that I just pointed out to you all, that is where One Rod, One Reel Fishing landed his monster snook back in the days, right? So that's the bad news. But the good news is that, as you all saw, there is a little bit of flow going on in the canal here. I will not let those private areas affect the morale for the day, okay? We're still going to try our best to rack up the numbers for 2023. 9 species in Florida so far. Man, we need to catch more than 4 or 5 in this video. So that being said, it is 7:31 a.m. right now. We're gonna spend the whole day out here trying to find some juicy species for 2023. Easy now, easy it is. Yes, sir. Woo! From the depths of the Stranahan River comes a species that we have not caught in 2023 yet. Oh yes, it is another species of lepomis. Don't take me wrong. We got ourselves here a spotted sunfish, all right? The lepomis punctatus. GoPro never does justice to this species, so I'm going to give you guys a better view after I take a proper photo of this fella. Been punching rocks right over here, right? Rocks, pieces of wood, because I knew one of my target species of the day, right, that this little fella loves pieces of wood, submerged wooden structure. All right, I got a bunch of fish in that bucket, some of which I'm going to release, some which I'm going to live line later today. So let me take an opportunity here to take a few photos, and then we're going to do the release. What a great way of starting the morning, huh? I got 3 different species of fish right here in my little jackal egg bucket, all of them which I punched right next to the rocks. This is the biggest copper nose bluegill that we have caught today so far. I am releasing all the bluegill, by the way, because I don't really need them. You can see actually the differences, right? This is another subspecies of bluegill. Look at the red on the fins, right? That the northern strain really doesn't have. So even though it is just a bluegill, it is still fun to see a bunch of copper nose down here. Oh, that's a spotted. I'm gonna save that for a little bit. Oh, easy, sorry about that. Then we got these little fellows right over here that also came from the rocks. I am not releasing these. These are actually candy live lined over here, right? The jewel cichlids, Hemicromis letorneuxi. And finally we got our spotted sunfish. I guess it does justice to its name, right? All the black speckles on its body, the Lepomis punctulatus. I think that was the scientific name, right? Number 24, I believe, for 2023. All right, one last view of this guy. There you go, okay? With some good light. And I'm going to let this one go. We're not going to live line that one. So I've been out here for about 15 minutes. 3 different species of fish, but only one new for 2023. I actually have a list of targets, right? Before I came to the spot that I want to add to the list today. I don't want to give you folks that target list because, you know, I don't want to jinx myself, right? Every time I come out here and I shoot a YouTube video, I'm always like, yeah, we're gonna catch this and we're going to catch that. I put the whole list out here and just bang, doesn't happen. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time punching the rocks over here because there are a few more species that lives in this type of environment, and then we're going to move around, cast around, looking for the other species on my little Florida blacklist. Oh my gosh. Take it easy, fish, take it easy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Yay, bluegill after bluegill, bluegill after bluegill. Finally, look at that, huh? Yeah, that's another species on our target list right here, the black acara. Man, beautiful, huh? Another species of cichlid right over here, very similar to the Dimerus cichlid that you can usually find in the northern portion of Florida, right? Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm so happy that I'm actually seeing this one right here. Then rocks. Oh, put the lid on, don't get out, okay? Then rocks over there were actually not bad at all. We caught 3 species over there, but you know, they were always the same species over and over and over again, right? So I decided to come to this side, punch the rocks and the grass mat. That was a good decision. You know, the thing about live listing in particular is that when you are out here just doing the multi-species fishing, things can get really monotonous. And sometimes it can be discouraging when this kind of stuff happens because you're just pulling the same species over and over and over again, right? Check this out. I've been catching these fellas over here the entire morning, right? You folks saw it on the other side too. And it's all about this size too. Look at that. Little copper nose, bluegill, right? I was almost ready to give up when suddenly, from 2 patches of grass came these fella right here. Look at that. This is another invasive species of fish down here in Florida, okay? The black acara. Again, they are established, so either you release them or you take them. You are not really getting rid of them at all, right? That was number 25, by the way, for 2023. And another species that I had on my list today. So yeah, just a little high-low rig, 2 pieces of worm, punching the little rocks over here in the grass mats, right next to the Everglades. You never know what is going to show up, I'll tell you that. You folks probably can't see it. All you can see from the camera is the reflection of the sky, the white clouds, you know what I'm saying? But I'm using polarized lenses, so I can see it pretty well. Around noontime, this is prime time for side fishing. I can see the spaces in between the grass over here, and there's a bunch of fish swimming right around there. Now around the top of the water, right around here, there's a fish about this big, long. I am not 100% positive what it is, you know. I can't think of a lot of different species down here in Florida that are long like that. It is not exactly a bullseye snakehead, like a Chanamarulius type of long. It is more like a walleye, you know, Zandervitreus type of long, right? I mean, it is hard to describe, so I'm gonna put my worm down there a few times, you know, and try to catch our mystery fish over here. Oh my lord, what is this? Dude, no, you kidding me now? No, bro. I got I got the Florida Primo bait, dude. Oh, and this was probably bucket release too. This is 100% bucket release, meaning that if someone came here one of these days, oh look at that dude, got off the hook and jumped out of the bucket. Let me take my bait out of here, put the lead on so this thing doesn't jump out of here. Dude, you can't make this up, right? I saw this thing circling around down there. I was like, bro, what is it, right? It's long. It may be something that we have never caught before, right? No, Notemigonus chrysoleucas. And it's got a black, it's got a black spot here on its body too. Ain't that beautiful, right? Now this, let me tell you something, okay? If there's a snook or a tarpon around here, dude, this is really like primo. I'm not releasing this guy. I'm just letting you all know I'm keeping this one here in the bucket, you know. You're gonna be the ultimate sacrifice just in case I see a snook is swimming around or something like that. Well, there you have it, huh? It was a golden. Well, there you have it, huh? It was a golden. It was a golden. You really can't make that up. I don't know if you just saw what happened right here. The Primo bait is gone, right? I didn't I didn't really seal the top of the Jacko-Egg bucket. I came over here and it just went like bloop, right over the only Notemigonus chrysoleucas that I've seen here in the entire canal. Woo, just like that, gone. Okay, man, I hope you get eaten by a snook now. All right, man, this kind of stuff pisses me off. Too bad we added already the golden shiner in New Jersey earlier this year, huh? But that being said though, hey, I'm gonna leave the photo over here for you all. Check it out, how different this one actually is from the samples that we actually caught in New Jersey, huh? They are all the same species, man. They are all the Notemigonus chrysoleucas, but the ones that you find down here in Florida that come from this water, they're somehow different. You know, it is the same gig with the red-breast sunfish, right? Photo of a northern red-breast sunfish over here, Lepomis auritus, that I catch like at the Pennypack Creek back home. You come down here to Florida, let me give you a photo here. Leo, put the photo up. Little Econlockhatchee River in Florida, and you will see how different the red-breast sunfish actually is, right, from one another. But they are all the same species at the end of the day. Well, okay, Primo bait is gone, but this spot is treating us pretty good, okay? Black Acara, golden shiner, so far so good. Keep dropping the worm down there. Never know we may pull another 1 or 2 new species for 2023 right here. All right, fellas, it is 1:30 p.m. right now. I don't know how well you folks can see that on my phone, but I'll tell you that much. My GoPros are starting to overheat right now. And it really doesn't help that Florida is like 80 degrees. And of course, the genius who created this camera just decided to make it black, right? So it absorbs all the heat. Once the GoPro overheats, the audio in the videos becomes non-existent. The thing starts to glitch. So anyways, Leo, as always, put the numbers up, man. Put the numbers up, all right? We're finishing up with these species for today. If there's anything on the list over here that you didn't see in this video, that means obviously that I caught it afterwards, okay? I hope that you folks enjoyed this little edition of freshwater fishing down here in Florida. Note, giving emphasis to fresh water, right? Because you know there are going to be plenty of videos coming up. Oh man, we're about to we're about to islay the salt, huh? Hey, 12, 13 species, something like that. A little bit more, a little bit less for freshwater down here around this time of the year is not really that bad at all, okay? So yeah, 1:30 p.m. I'm finishing off right now. I'm gonna do some fishing for the inner circle right on Instagram. I actually scheduled to meet some of the inner circle members down here. They are right behind the camera right there. We got Mike and Gina right over there. I don't think they know I'm giving them a shout out. It would be very not polite, right, for me to have invited them over here and fish together and just talk and then spend all the time just shooting videos for you folks. So I hope you folks enjoyed this episode here at the Stranahan River. It is truly a shame that they made that portion private, but hey, I like to be positive, right? At least there are some spots over here that you can still fish at, right? So I'll see you all next time, tight lines, and take it easy.